All right, what it is?
What it do?
We are
on Real,
and we're back with Tom MacDonald.
TM.
So this one dropped about 12 days ago, 2 weeks ago. Well, 12 days from now. By the time y'all see it, it's gonna be about 2 weeks.
Man, that shot right there with those eyes.
Yeah, they can't see what we're talking about yet. I'll put it up.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Bam.
Called Sheeple.
Just in time for Halloween.
So automatically, it looks like he's back to his controversial self, talking about the sheeple.
Yeah, I got an idea for another review, another reaction.
Okay.
Ooh, do I got one?
All righty. Don't
No
lose
spoilers.
that idea.
I won't.
All right, so let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Humans been controlled since the day that they were civilized. The truth has been so heavily politicized. If you don't know who's controlling you and killing all the little guys, find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Black folks who were never ever actual slaves, fighting with white folks who ain't actual Nazis. Controlled by rich folks who use the news to make hate, while elite folks control other political parties. It's a big lie, trying to make you pick sides, trying to make you burn the cities down and kill each other. They got sick minds, big lies, deep on the police so that there's big crime. To take away our freedom, to restore order, they let die.
Wait a minute. Did he say black folks that was never slaves?
He's saying now, black folks that have never been slaves are hating white folks that have never been Nazis.
Oh, okay.
In other words, they're
bringing all this.
They're getting people. They're trying to bring racism back.
Okay.
To control the people.
Got it.
Because they keep people fighting against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I
get it. Thanks for clarifying that for me.
Yep.
With people, turn men into women, make the counterculture mainstream to mix up the system, change the pronouns. If gender is a spectrum, so is privilege. I know poor white folks and black celebrities with millions. They starve you with a lack of information.
He goes so fast, I swear you gotta get a notepad.
I saw the light bulb go on too, because you're sitting there like,
right. It says celebrities. Oh man.
So he's saying there's talking about, like, white privilege, and he's like, I know white people that are broke, but black celebrities that have billions.
Okay.
In other words, privilege ain't about race.
Yeah, I'm beat. My mind is like on delay today.
And again, this goes back to what I've always said: it ain't racism, it's classism.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that are trying to keep people divided, they want to keep you bickering about race or whatever else that.
That's true.
Creating issues out of nothing when it's really. I don't remember who said this quote, but I do remember the quote. Not verbatim, but people that is confused is easy to control. And so you keep people confused and distracted. And then they're fighting against each other, and they're not fighting the real enemy.
Yeah.
Because they're distracted with each other. And
it's almost that same saying. I feel like it's kind of part of that too. You say you fear what you don't understand. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and people act crazy when they fear stuff. So
yeah.
And only give you facts through a branded corporation. Distort your worldview with an algorithm that changes based on propaganda curated for your engagement. We can't be free.
Oh, you know what you're talking about right there?
I'm still trying to digest what he said 2 minutes ago.
I can't remember the name of the show, but it was on Netflix or something, and it was talking about how the algorithms on social media determine, based on what you like, what you comment on, how you react to stuff on social media, determines what you see on social media.
Oh, wow.
And that's how another way they're keeping people divided. They're like, oh, you like this, you like this, you like this. Oh, so then you like this, and by the way, this stuff's going to piss you off. And you know what I mean?
Wow. That's heavy.
Yeah. I forget. Tell us the name of the show. I saw it on Netflix or something. It was really good.
Please let us know.
And I'm sitting there and I'm like, holy crap. I'm falling for this crap.
Yeah.
It's like,
wow.
And so since then, I've commented a lot less on social media and interacted a lot less.
Interesting. Yeah, please, I would like to know.
Yeah.
If y'all know the name of that show, let me know. Let us know.
Can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all up and rotting your brain, controlling your mouth. You say lit, fleet, bet, cap, they trying to dumb you down. They endorse whatever narrative is popular to shout and use minorities in movies for diversity clout. Two sides on the spectrum, but ain't none of them honest. Took the red pill and the blue pill, spit them both in the garbage. Being woke used to mean you understood you were a target, and now it's having two good legs and never taking a step forward. If you agree, it's free speech. Disagree, it's hate speech. Erase it if it came from anywhere except the mainstream. Trump supporters labeled as the racist, but they can't be. Lincoln was Republican, and that's who ended slavery. Science been political.
Wow. Wow.
That's
well, you can this man. Man, if you listen to any of his music and you're not learning, then I don't know. This guy is probably one of the most informative people I ever met or heard in my life. This guy, like seriously, wow.
And it all boils down to people believe what they're told. They're sheeple. They believe what they're told, what is put in front of them. They don't bother to do the actual research and see. And that's why you have, like, news is out of control, and it doesn't matter what side you're on. No matter what news channel you watch, you are being told what they want you to tell. You have a large group that caters to this side, and you have a small group that caters to this side. And I don't know if there's any true, honest one that actually just tells the truth for what it is and not trying to sell you to their side.
Sounds about right, unfortunately. Man.
Size that's easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe, but you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed. Because
do you know about that? Were you talking about the COVID mask?
Oh yeah.
Let me back that up just real quick.
Easy to see. A mask became a symbol of which side you believe.
A mask became a sign of which side you believe.
Yep. There were TikToks after COVID when the mask mandate came off, where it showed this young couple wearing masks, and they say, "We wear masks because we don't want to be mistaken for Republicans." Because the whole mask thing became politicized. The whole COVID in general became politicized. Whatever credibility the illness had, if any, was lost because it was politicized.
That's crazy.
So,
that's crazy.
But you'll never cure a sickness till you cure the greed, because the problem with our natural immunity is it's free. Society is broken, want you locked inside a cubicle, addicted to pornography, liquor, and pharmaceuticals. Tell you that you're fat and poor and you were never beautiful, then tweet how much they love you when they hear about your funeral. We can't be free.
I know all about that one. Oh man, I could write an essay about that one.
Sounds like you got an example that just
came
to mind.
You know, I just see that. You know, from a sociological standpoint, it'd be some things I see that a lot, man. People value you so much more when you pass away.
Oh, yeah.
But it's almost not even for you. It's almost for them.
Yeah.
It makes people, I guess, think it makes them look cool to pay homage to. And you didn't even know that person really, but yeah.
First thing that comes to mind is Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Nothing but hate when he is here.
Yep.
Oh, he's a child pedophile. He's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. And then he dies, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we love Michael. He was the greatest treasure at all.
Yep.
DMX, struggling while he was here with drug addiction, everything he was going through. Kept getting shit on. And then next thing you know, he's dead, and
all this love. Yeah. Yep. Like my mom used to tell me, give me my flowers while I'm here. Give me my flowers. I can smell it while I'm here. Don't give it to me when I'm passed away.
Yep.
Still we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Nothing's what it seems. If they can't convince you, they confuse you. They want you dumb and dead. They divided you by race, religion, income, and sex. Made everybody right and left. The hatred got so intense. If the other side likes oxygen, you'll put a bag on your head. And the conspiracy theories labeled as misinformation is just a terrifying truth that scares the hell out the nation. The system treating you like trash, and you got rifles to aim with. Just imagine how they'll treat you when your guns get confiscated. George Orwell.
Boom.
Wow.
Thank you for that one, Tom.
Man. Your 30-second. What do you think?
Oh, I love that pro-gun statement he just made. He's like, got all these people. Well, in other words, like, this is what the pro-gun people have been going back to all this time, is like, the government does all this stuff, or the elites do all this stuff to divide you, and they want to take away your guns. What do you think they're going to do to you when you don't have guns? What do you think they're going to do when people don't have a way of defending themselves? Wow. There's some key points in history that shows what happens, like in Germany, and
I know exactly where you're going with that.
The Native Americans, and there's a few.
You know your history pretty good, but
so yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, something to think about.
1984 was his last lecture. George called them thought police. Now we call them fact checkers. Government surveillance trying to catch you. They don't ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors.
Man, we peeped out the iRobots in the background.
Yeah. You ever read 1984? I definitely recommend the book over the movie.
Yeah.
The movie's hard to get through. Definitely worth the read. Okay, so the cool thing about 1984 is the book is prophetic. It was written by George Orwell, I believe, in the 1920s. I'm not exactly sure when. I just know it was written long before TVs came out. Oh, wow. But the book talks about TVs. He doesn't say televisions because it wasn't invented. He didn't know what it was called. But when you listen to the description of these moving pictures and whatever he's talking about, you're like, oh, he's talking about TVs.
Wow.
And just there's so much. All the stuff he talks about in the book was the future from when he wrote the book. So 1984 was that future.
Wow.
And one of the things that they talk about was the Ministry of Information, which puts out information, and then they decide, oh, we should change that information. So they rewrite it and put out that information instead. And the people believe it.
Wow.
And that's just, like, you read the book, and it's kind of hard to get through, but, like, if you read it and you're like, holy crap, this is
I'm interested.
Talking about today.
I'm interested.
There are some dry parts, but it just, the fact that it talks about this dystopian society that the more you think about and connect things, you realize that's what we're living in right now.
Right.
It's kind of scary.
No, I'm interested.
So.
Wow.
But all right, let's go back a little bit.
Ask questions. Mass incarceration equals capital for cash investors. The system isn't broke, it's working fine. Oppressive and chaotic is how it was designed. They say if we ain't doing nothing wrong, there's nothing to hide. While their agenda and intelligence completely classified. They don't teach you rights in school, you never learn them at all. Cause they're easy to remove if you don't know what they are. The only people you can rule are the criminal ones. So they force you into corners till you're breaking the law. We can't.
Wow. Wow. That's why I meditate so much, man. It force you in a corner until you break the law.
I said time and time again, you take my guns, I'm going to be a criminal because you're not taking them all. You're not going to find them all. And that can go for anything. That can go for food.
Yeah.
Look at the supply crisis, the gas prices, the grocery. People, if it comes to rationing or something like that, people are going to get their food. And it doesn't matter what laws or you know what I mean.
If it comes down to a come down, we all just act away from being a criminal.
Yeah,
hands down.
Yeah,
and that's an understatement.
Yeah,
you can just see it in traffic.
oh my God, road rage. Yeah, no, you just think about it and you see all these injustices where people have less faith in the justice system, and so they start taking matters into their own hands. That kind of goes back to like. I learned as a correctional officer, because you come up thinking, oh, murderers are bad people. They're the bad guy. They're the stranger. They're evil. They're this. They're that. Something I learned when working corrections is that anybody can be driven to murder.
Yeah.
Anybody can.
Absolutely. He just said it literally.
Yeah.
Put somebody to a corner.
Yep.
If you don't want to die, they're gonna fight. Like the scariest person are the ones that you probably need to fear the most because they're liable to do anything if you're scared. Man, he drinks. This guy makes you have so much conversation. But every sentence he says, you can have a conversation.
Yes.
Every bar. Every bar he spit, you can have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Salute. Man.
breaking the law. We can't be free, can't have no peace till we're on the same team, but y'all are sheep. Glued to screens, just part of the machine. Y'all are sheep. What do y'all believe? Oh, my sheep. Nothing's what it seems.
Yeah.
Wow. Over the past,
I gotta say, I appreciate Tom for bringing subjects like this to light.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty of it. Everybody's guilty of it.
Yeah, we are.
There will be times when I'll be going along with something, then I have to like consciously wait a minute, take a step back, and look at other perspectives.
Yeah, see the big picture. Sometimes you just gotta walk away and to see the thing because everything is so close, and we just get so caught up in this whole thing. We don't even realize that we become part of it.
Yep.
So, man, he never lets us down, man.
No.
Never lets us down. We'd like to know what you guys think. Leave some comments. Make sure you subscribe. Spread the word.
Yep. Check the links in the description. Feel free to support us. And we will catch you next time.
We are
on
The
Real.
Peace, y'all.
Later.